why should women lift heavy?
Well, so the first thing with the learn to lift is a lot of women are listening to Stacy and they're like, oh gosh, I've got to walk into the gym and I've got to just start lifting the heaviest possible thing, but they've got no background of how to get there or what they're meant to be doing. And it isn't about going straight into the gym and starting to lift the heaviest thing for 5 reps because you will end up injured. So the whole thing with the learn to lift was, Stacy launched a program with Haley, and the Haley's Learn to Lift program didn't have much personal guidance. So Stacy was like, well, there's just a bit of a gap there. Like, let's have something that has a little bit more one-on-one coaching, I guess. So what we're doing is we're starting with ligament and tendon health first. So ligaments and tendons, they take a while to remodel. So they take about 12 weeks to adapt. So even though you might feel like your muscles are recovering from workouts and stuff and that you're starting to be able to lift on this trajectory, like each week you're being able to like jump up 10 kilos, it's not necessarily good to like ramp up your weights that fast because the ligaments and tendons are lagging. So the way I've started the program is that we work on your ligament and tendon health because for perimenopausal women, the main injuries that we start seeing are like frozen shoulder, plantar fasciitis, tendinopathies. And so these are all connective tissue injuries. So we have to prepare a really, really solid foundation before we start working up to that 5 rep range. So my whole thing, a lot of people are unaware of that tendon health problem and they're just focusing on muscle strength. So I was like, okay, we'll start here. And then the other thing I've introduced is we're working with different tempos in the start. So we don't have to overload people with weight. So we're doing isometrics, we're doing eccentrics, because that's a different way you can load the body with less weight. And then also unilateral work. So not everything is bilateral in that program. So obviously you're not going to be able to lift as much weight on one leg as you can on two. So it removes that barrier to women that they think that they have to suddenly go in there and start, 50, 60, 70 kilos off the ground. It's like, okay, we'll teach you how to load and we'll teach you how to load in different ways. And then we'll slowly start working on those heavy compound movements. So I think some of my ladies are on about week 12 now and the barbell's just starting to come in there and they're feeling quite confident with it. None of them have been like, oh, Loretta, I'm not ready for this. So it's, just a different approach of like how to train really.